I'm not
Correct.
taking calculus.
Chapter 9. Examples. All right, page 214. Number 2. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention track cigarette smoking in the United States. How has the percentage of people who smoke changed since the danger became clear during the last half of the 20th century? The scatter plot shows percentages of smokers among men 18 to 24 years of age as estimated by surveys from 1965 through 2004. Is there a clear pattern and describe the trend?
I would say it's going down.
And then it goes back up.
So is that the trend?
So, yes, the percentage of smokers was at a steady decline until around 1990. Then there was a slight increase. That was part A. Hold on. Part A. All right, part B. Is the association strong?
No. I really don't know.
I'm going to say yes.
Well, it's not very linear.
Moderately strong. I don't know.
Yes, it's a strong parabolic association.
Whoa, what does parabolic mean?
Parabola.
Really? Oh.
I was right, actually, for that one.
I really probably would have said a U-shaped
Wait,
association.
when it means association, it doesn't have to be linear, though.
What does association mean?
Like a relationship kind of
That should show you how I did on my quiz.
So what? Just to each other?
between like X and Y,
Okay.
or like whatever your variables are.
Oh, my shoulder.
Is a linear model appropriate?
No,
Why?
it's not a line.
Parabolic.
No, because shape of the scatter plot shows a parabolic model. I changed my pen to write with a fatter point, and I really like it.
How did you do that?
I want to see what the biggest one is.
Whoa.
That is way,
That's actually scary.
that's way too big.
Will that be in the video now? Oh, you're not videoing?
Yep.
Are you videoing it?
Yes.
You just can't see it.
Why can't
I mean, you can
it?
see the video. I mean, like, you can see the
Why
thing,
can't-
but you can't see
Why
the
can't
thing.
I?
I have one question. When you're writing, if you
I have
just
one
rest
answer,
your hand
no.
down, will it start leaving marks where your hand was at, or does it only connect to the pencil? That's nice.
I turned off the hand thing. It'll only read the pencil. All right. Number 4. The United Nations Development Programming, I don't know. It's got an extra M and an extra E on it. That's weird. Okay. Anyways, uses the Human Development Index in an attempt to summarize in one number the progress in health, education, and economics of a country. The number of cell phone subscribers per 1,000 people is positively associated with economic progress in a country. Can the number of cell phone subscribers be used to predict the HDI? Here's a scatter plot of HDI against cell phone subscribers. So, explain why fitting a linear model to these data might be misleading.
It's not linear.
The
Okay, so,
data.
like, you feel really stupid saying something, but like, what I mean, it's not a line. It's like literally the word that you say. It's not. You're gonna probably make it sound smarter though.
The data doesn't follow
Oh, jeez.
a linear pattern.
Yep.
The data, that's what I said. Okay.
Now you can look for the data thing, huh?
The data kind of levels off.
I just.
It would be better modeled by a natural log.
What is that?
Logarithm?
I still don't remember what that was.
Well, that was the last thing that we did in algebra.
Yeah, but like, what was?
I don't know. There was E's and then there was L's. Right? Was there an L?
Yeah, but then there were LNs, and then it's like,
Those were so.
What is a
Oh,
log
can I?
though?
Oh wait, never mind.
Like what is a log?
I was gonna ask a question on the quiz.
It's
but
like what undoes an exponential.
Thank you.
I just don't remember the quiz that we took.
Well, I had a quick question about something, but I can't ask it because it's recorded.
Oh. You can ask me after then. Alright. Let's see. If you fit a linear model to the data, what do you think a scatter plot of residuals versus predicted HDI will look like?
Probably like weirdly linear, but then like also really spread out at some points.
It would be really weak, positive, and
Does that mean if you tried to find like the best fit line, what would that look like?
Basically.
Well, I don't know.
It would be a lot of outliers.
I don't think
Residuals.
would be very large.
Will be a mix of positive and negative, but eventually most will be negative.
How'd you know that?
Just because of what would happen based on the way this graph looks to begin with.
I know what residuals are because I know I got that wrong on my quiz.
It's
So-
not how far away it is from the line.
Yep, I didn't say that.
So where would the line be in this?
Probably.
Well, it would be like, it would probably be, well, you just basically take it and you divide your data in half and then you angle it.
The most would be negative, but the most would be underneath it.
Yeah. Basically.
Because you go weep, and the majority of it
It
is.
kind of like goes up almost straight and then goes across almost straight.
Eight. Does the cost of making a movie depend on its audience? Here's a scatter plot of the same data we examined in exercise 7. Okay, you're gonna eventually do 7. Movies with an R rating are colored purple. Those with PG-13 ratings are red, and those with a PG rating are green. Regression lines have been found for each group. The black points are G rated, but there were too few to fit a line reliably. In what ways is the relationship between runtimes and budget similar for the 3 rating groups?
They're both positive.
Okay, meaning what?
Meaning
The
the longer the movie, the more expensive it is.
Okay, budget increases as runtime increases.
oh my gosh, my pencil. It was at like the perfect writing point where everything just looks so pretty.
Something about this room is just making me sneeze.
People have been sneezing in here all day. I don't know what's
and
wrong
I
with
think how
it.
we were sneezing.
I don't understand, but. Alright, how do the costs of R-rated movies differ from those of PG-13 and PG-rated movies? Discuss both slopes and intercepts.
R-rated movies are less expensive. Or tend to be less expensive.
What about the slopes of all three?
All positive. Except
It's
Not positive.
just not as heavy as
PG starts off higher.
All have pretty similar slopes. The budget of R-rated movies. Are much lower because it has a lower starting budget.
Do you think R-rated movies are lower because not as many people can go see them? So like they're not gonna make as much more revenue on it?
Probably, and probably just the nature of a lot of those probably don't take as much effort to make either, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I do know what you mean.
So,
How could they make linear models when they're like the dots are so scattered?
Like, how can
it's
they-
not saying that like we are making a linear model, it's saying if you were to do it, what would happen? Because you can make a linear model for everything. That doesn't mean you should.
Well, should you make one for this?
This one it's fine because there's so much data. And you're just splitting it. Because, I mean, you've got things like, well, I don't really know good examples. So you've got things like, you know, the Avengers movies that are, like, insanely expensive to make, probably. And then you've got your, like, I'm going to say, like, your dolphin-tailed movie. Okay, just because that one, for some reason, is popping in my head because...
The dolphin die?
Yeah, that's why that one just popped in my head for I don't know whatever reason. But like that movie, like I don't know if ratings are the same, but let's just suppose that they are. The amount of people like going to watch them, and then the cost is going to be very different. I mean, that was a movie about a dolphin, so I've never actually seen the movie, but you got a dolphin, and then you've got like a whole bunch of people that you're trying to, you know what I mean, like. I don't know. I'm not explaining that very well, but yes, you can make a linear model for it, for this one. Because the dots aren't curved around, basically.
That's so sad. I can't believe the dolphin died. Well, I can't believe it. Oh, it happened.
We're not going to do part C of that one, because, anyways. Number 12.
Oh, I thought we were going by square roots.
What?
We were going 2, 4, 8. I thought we were going to do 16.
8's not a square root.
Times 2. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, this one is still times 2, though.
She meant the next number times 2.
Oh, I was like,
Like, I know what she was
I'm doing all even ones so they all can be multiplied by 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, I really got really confused right then.
Me too, it's okay.
I guess I don't know. Oh.
Alright.
Oh.
More unusual points.
No,
Each
no.
of the following scatter plots shows a cluster of points and one stray point. For each, answer these questions. In what way is the point unusual? Does it have high leverage, large residual, or both?
For each of these?
The first one?
So we're going to do, it's going to be like this. So it's going to be 1, A, B, C, and D.
Is A-
Okay, and you might want to go back and look at,
Does it have?
just do this. You might want to go back and look at these
Is it not?
when deciding. Do what?
Is it not
High leverage
and high leverage?
High leverage.
outlier and it's not influential.
I literally right now just answering
Leverage.
leverage. All right. B,
High leverage.
high leverage. C,
I don't know yet. The leverage person. Low leverage.
low leverage. D,
High leverage.
high leverage.
How do we know that? I'm looking at my paper and I don't see that.
So if it's like higher on the like out like this way to the right more, it's higher leverage, and if it's this way, it's lower.
Yeah, it's in relation to the other. Hold on. One second. That one, I might have that one written wrong. 1 second. 12D. What is this?
Is that in your backpack? Yeah. It's not broken. It's probably in the same way. Hold on. I have another one though. I'll just use that next quarter. Next. Yeah, next quarter.
Is this a new thing?
That one is high leverage as well,
How do you know?
according to the thing. I think that could be a typo because that doesn't look right.
What is leverage?
Well, okay, high leverage is just farther away from the rest of the points, technically. So,
Why
yeah.
would C have low leverage? It's way far from the rest of the points.
No.
No, because it's like, it would have to be like way out to like one of the sides.
It's
So why would D have high leverage?
Because it's far away from the rest of the points.
Then why doesn't C? I don't get it. They both look the same.
Just guess until you get it.
Hey, Brooke, are you looking at the red dots and the blue dots?
The red. There's no
We're
blue.
looking at
We're
blue.
looking at the blue dots.
I was like, huh?
I was also looking at the blue dots, but I still got the same answers as well.
Well, isn't the blue is but the
Well, we're supposed to be looking at the blue ones.
No, I was looking at the red ones.
Oh.
I was too.
And we all got the right answers. Yes.
Well, no.
Where's
Well,
the-
ouch. Yeah. It makes sense.
It's influential.
All right. Part 2. Do you think that point is an influential point?
Yes. Oh
Yes.
no, not like in
Yes.
general.
Oh wait, do you have to?
A.
Oh.
Yeah, because it doesn't follow the line, right?
A is no. Wait, no. Hold on. I'm looking at the wrong one again. Yes.
I say yes.
I vote yes.
A is influential.
B. I vote yes.
B is no.
Why?
Yes.
I would say yes.
I think.
I vote
B
yes.
is what?
I vote influential. But you're not supporting me, so I,
I feel
vote
like it
non.
still follows the line. But the line is just weird, so I would say
think
no.
there is a line. I don't think it is
I don't
influential.
understand this.
I don't think it's influential.
I think
because
it's
it's
in
not
not.
in a linear pattern.
But how?
It is?
Oh, it is. Good. I'm right. Never mind. I got it.
Well, okay.
C.
No, yes.
Yeah, it looks influential to me.
No.
How? Why? Huh?
I just
I
want
hate
to say
this.
no to be different. No. it's
I'm
not.
burning
It's
my stats
not
tonight.
I
I
I
think
like
it
how
is.
you're smiling.
I really
at
think
us
it
just
is.
Arguing
I
over
really
what
think it
it
is.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Why is it not? How? How does that one lower point not affect anything?
Because everything's still going on.
It's just like an outlier, right?
D should be
And
influential.
The same.
D is definitely influential.
Influential points. Also high leverage and probably a small residual. These are the most troublesome. They aren't consistent with the model, and if the point is removed, the slope of the line dramatically changes.
So, no.
But if
It's
I
not
remove this one, the
So that's why that one is not
Yeah,
influential.
it doesn't really change.
Well, judging by the fact
Then why would
that
A
it went
change? Wait.
high leverage, low leverage, and high, I'm gonna say the next one's gonna be influential.
No, it's not influential.
It's not because the slope is going the
It's
same
not
way.
influential.
Dang it. Okay, that one I understand. How is C not influential?
Because it's in the same, like,
Well, everything's going perfectly straight. Pretty much. One of them being up there isn't going to move it that much.
Like it might pull a little bit, but not enough for it to really be a
Because how
dramatic
come A is
change.
influential?
Because it's going to start near the bottom, but the first point then is up there, so it's going to go. It's like, without that, it'd be like this. With that, it's going to be more like that.
Yeah, so it goes from being like super like strong to it's gonna weaken it.
For A?
Yeah.
How? Like
Because
why?
the dot is out there, so it's gonna change. Like if you do like put your pencil on just the set of dots without that one dot.
Okay.
You see what your slope looks like?
Yeah.
You need to bring it so that the left side of your pencil is going up a little bit to split the difference with that dot. Because that dot's gonna make your slope level out more.
So then how come C doesn't affect the slope?
Can I draw on the board?
Because C's not
Okay.
not that, like, it's still following the pattern. It's just a little bit up. Like, see, it's like only like one or two like up from.
because it's like this.
Because all the rest of them are.
Because like when I go like this, I just push it up in the same spot. This one doesn't do that. If it's here, and I push up, it's still not touching the dot. Okay. And B is just definitely weird. So I just know that one's.
Yeah. B
Yeah,
is
like-
just
and
a
then
problem.
D obviously isn't because it's just skipping a couple points and the slope stays the same. Okay, I'm kind of understanding.
B, C. Okay. All right.
Oh.
3. If that point were removed, would the correlation become stronger or weaker?
This okay. Now I don't understand how to tell this one.
Stronger.
I think the first one's stronger.
Sure.
Second one is weaker.
So essentially, is your slope getting stronger or weaker?
I don't know what that means.
Stronger.
How does it get stronger?
Your correlation coefficient. If you
Weaker.
remove it from the thing, so is it affecting,
So how do I know which way's stronger, which way's weaker? Down weaker, not stronger.
like if it brings, like if you get closer to like the 0.8 to 1, or if you get farther like closer to 0, like super spread. So like with 3, it's stronger because those kind of like already kind of make like a line, right?
So it kind of gets rid of.
See what I mean?
the
They're like
outlier.
all together. Like ignore the point now. If you take that point, what happens? So then B,
it's
B is weaker.
it's weaker because everything
there's,
is
like, no line.
just, yeah, basically there's no reason for a line at that point because
The next
everything's
one's
just
stronger.
there. C is stronger because that already looks like a line.
Okay.
And would D stay the same?
yeah, D would be stronger as well.
Um,
I think it might make it.
I'm gonna say
I
weaker.
think it might make it weaker
I don't know.
because it's on the
yeah,
same line.
it'll
so-
probably make it a little bit weaker just because if you put your pencil ignoring those and you split it in half versus when you have it, it's probably making it a little bit weaker, but not by like a ton.
This is hard.
Do you have to explain those ones? Because it says to explain, but if it's on like the test one.
I don't care about that.
I really hope you forget to put these ones on the test.
All right, if that point were removed, would the slope of the regression line increase or decrease?
That means
Or
up
stay
down,
about the
right?
same? Yes.
So it-
Okay, I got this one because I understand which direction it goes. I forgot the letter C. Maybe I don't understand anything.
All right, what is A?
Okay, A, one. Decrease, right?
It increased, would it?
No, why? If you take it
Yeah.
out, it would.
Because you went from having a really strong slope, or you went from having a weak slope when then you remove the point and now your slope is really strong.
So B is
Sure.
decreased.
So B would be
So it's increasing.
weird.
No, B.
Oh, sorry,
B
B.
is weird.
Hold on,
would-
I still don't understand that.
you
How?
would
Can you
decrease.
re-explain A, please? I'm sorry.
Yes, B is a decrease. Okay. With the point, if you put your pencil on there,
Okay.
your slope is like more like this, right? If you remove that point, it gets really strong because you're not looking at that point anymore. You're just in that set of points. It's not
It's really,
that
it
one.
goes up. It's a
It goes
very
up really
high
fast.
Okay.
increase, so it's gonna increase.
Okay.
So then C,
Wait, I didn't get B. Wait, why is B?
because B,
No.
that one point is going to make it a little bit stronger because of how it's sitting in there. But if you take that point out, then you just have a jumbled mess.
Okay.
So C, increase, decrease are about the same.
It'd be about
Okay, probably about the same because that one point isn't going to affect a line that's that strong to begin with. D,
I'm gonna say about the same, but I don't.
I also want to say it's about the same.
okay, about the same. You maybe could argue a decrease.
How would it fly?
Because you're taking that point out. So, I mean, your line isn't, you're moving your pencil on that, and those set of dots isn't going to change it drastically.
Okay.
All right, so we'll do one more problem tomorrow, and then I'll assign you some problems that you'll have tomorrow to work on.
And then can we just review like the class until we advertise?
No, because we have other questions that we're going to be doing.
Wait, we